Hi, you are on the Image Game channel. In this video, I'll tell you about 15 great pixel games in a medieval fantasy setting, and I'll start with Dwarf Fortress. This is a complex and in-depth simulation game that offers players the chance to manage a colony of dwarves as they navigate the perils of an underground world filled with danger and adventure. Despite the strange graphics and interface, the game is filled with a huge amount of content. The graphics are simple, but the procedurally generated worlds and events make each playthrough fresh and unique. All in all, Dwarf Fortress is a must-play for sim fans and those looking for a challenging and rewarding gaming experience. Sons of Valhalla is an action-packed adventure game that immerses players in the world of Norse mythology. The game has nice graphics, smooth gameplay, and even a good plot that keeps you in suspense. Players take on the role of a Viking warrior, fighting to save the world from an ancient evil. The combat system is fast-paced and challenging, requiring players to master different weapons and abilities to defeat enemies. The game's open-world environment allows players to explore and discover new locations, adding to the overall sense of adventure. You will also be pleased with the pumping and development of your camp, where you can hire new allied warriors and improve some abilities. Overall, if you like games like Kingdom, then you will definitely like this game. Stardew Valley is a charming and relaxing simulation game that allows players to escape to a quaint countryside life. The game offers a wide variety of activities, from farming and fishing to exploring mines and fighting monsters. The community building aspect of the game adds to its appeal, as players can form relationships with townspeople and participate in local events. Many players find the community building aspect of the game to be particularly appealing, and the diverse range of activities keeps the game interesting and engaging. Chained Echoes. This is a colorful open-world RPG. The gameplay is inspired by Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger. The game features turn-based combat and has a story-driven narrative set in a fantasy world. Players control a group of characters as they explore the world, complete quests, and engage in battles. There are a lot of skills, as well as characters, some of which you can get for side quests, so you can choose a party according to your taste. Octopath Traveler. In this game, features 8 playable characters, each with their own unique story and abilities. The player can choose to start with any character and then travel through a vast world filled with intricate turn-based battles and challenging boss fights. The game's battle system is innovative and well thought out, featuring a combination of traditional turn-based elements and a new boost system that allows players to build up their actions and unleash powerful attacks. The game also features a deep job system, allowing players to choose from multiple classes for each character and tailor their playstyle to their preferences. Sun Haven is a role-playing farm sim set in a medieval fantasy setting where angels, magicians, miners, fishermen, and craftsmen get along together. But there is no agreement between them, so the small town fell into decay, and all its fields were overgrown with grass. We are invited to lead the community, set up complex production in the town, complete many quests, and upgrade our farm. The storyline offers to explore 3 worlds: a human town, an elven village in the forest, and a big city of monsters. In each location we have to complete a dangerous task and deal with deadly bosses. In this case, players are given the choice of several races, including humans, elves, demons, and several animal races. It is also possible to play with friends in co-op up to 8 players. Arthurian Legends. An old-school, first-person, dark fantasy action game in which you have to fight Saxons, demonic monsters, exiled mages, and the undead. During the passage you will visit the mysterious swamps, gloomy forests and fortresses, mystical crypts, caves, and cold deserts. You will need to defeat an army of invading Saxons who use dark magic for their own purposes. In addition, the game has an additional mode in which you can fight the hordes of the undead in the arenas. More than 10 different types of weapons are available in the game, magic runes that give the character unique abilities, many hidden levels and secrets. Children of Morta is a roguelite action RPG game. The game takes place in the world of Mount Morta and follows the story of the Bergson family, who are guardians of the land and its inhabitants. Players control different members of the family as they battle their way through procedurally generated dungeons filled with monsters and bosses. The game's combat is fast-paced and challenging, with a variety of weapons and abilities for players to choose from. The game also features a deep upgrade system, allowing players to level up their characters and unlock new skills and abilities. In terms of replayability, Children of Morta offers multiple endings and procedurally generated dungeons, so players will likely want to play through multiple times to experience everything the game has to offer. Battle Brothers is a turn-based tactical RPG set in a medieval, low-fantasy world. The game is played from a top-down perspective and puts you in charge of a mercenary company. You are responsible for managing the company's finances, hiring and firing mercenaries, and leading them into battles against a variety of foes, including bandits, orcs, and undead. There are a large number of variables to consider when making decisions, from weapon and armor choice to terrain, morale, and more. This creates a high level of replayability and allows for a wide range of strategies to be used in each battle. One of the standout features of Battle Brothers is its character customization. Each mercenary has its own unique set of stats and abilities, and as they gain experience and level up, you can choose to invest in different skills and perks. This allows you to tailor your mercenary company to your playstyle and makes each playthrough feel unique. Songs of SYX is a top-down city builder with roguelike elements. The mechanics of progression allows you to make a full-fledged settlement out of a small colony, a big city out of a village, and an entire empire out of a metropolis. When creating a state to maintain the capital, you will need to build other settlements, castles, ports. The maximum number of inhabitants in the village is 30,000 people. The game has a change of day and night, and the weather, seasons affect the gameplay. Winter must be prepared in advance. The changing climate is forcing people and animals to migrate. Various events can happen in a fantasy world: epidemics, droughts, famines, uprisings, invasions of pirates, or attacks by bandits. In addition to our kingdom, there are other countries on the map. Each ruler needs to develop agriculture, take care of the people, produce goods, extract resources, trade, engage in an army, and, if necessary, fight with neighbors. Up to 40,000 units can participate in battles, 20,000 soldiers on each side. The outcome of the duel is influenced by tactics and the general morale of the troops. Settlement Survival. The cube-shaped world of Settlement Survival is covered with mysteries that the player has to unravel. The game is sharpened for maximum survival in the conditions of urban development. Therefore, a lot of attention is paid to management. It is necessary to correctly distribute the duties of people, provide them with shelter, and guarantee a quality food supply. This also includes protection from various natural phenomena, accounting for well-being, happiness, education, and employment. It is also necessary to organize trade for the development of the economy, and in the spring to take care of the harvest, and so that the population is warm. There are various development routes that open up new facilities, opportunities for enriching people. But there are many natural and man-made disasters that are ready to take hundreds of people's lives. This must be prevented. Rise to Ruins is a city building and survival game. In the game, players tasked with managing and growing a settlement of villagers. Players must manage resources, build structures, and defend against threats such as monsters and natural disasters. The game's gameplay is deep and challenging, with a variety of systems and mechanics to manage, including resource gathering, construction, and combat. The game also features randomly generated maps, making each playthrough unique and allowing players to experiment with different strategies. Phoenotopia: Awakening is a 2D action-adventure game. The game follows the journey of a young girl as she sets out to save her world from an evil empire. The gameplay is a mix of exploration, combat, and puzzle solving, with a variety of weapons and abilities for players to use. The game also features a deep upgrade system, allowing players to level up their characters and unlock new skills and abilities. The combat is challenging, with a variety of enemies and bosses that require different strategies to defeat. LakeSide is a city-building game in which we have to establish a settlement on the shore of a lake. What it will be depends entirely on our preferences. Players can create a quiet village where people peacefully live out their lives, or a giant city with many fortifications and tall buildings. The graphics are made in a two-dimensional pixel style, and the appearance and properties of buildings vary significantly. For example, there are ordinary houses in which ordinary people live, and there are gigantic and luxurious buildings. Such buildings increase the indicator of happiness. Faraway Lands: Rise of Yokai, an upcoming adventure that will take us to feudal Japan. The authors provide a setting in which there are fantastic creatures like demons and giant spiders. The project is a strategy with survival elements, where in order not to become a victim of deadly creatures, you need to rebuild your own city, extract resources, trade with neighboring states, and explore new territories. We have to build our own settlement from scratch with fortified walls, as well as attract new residents to it with various types of scenery. There's also a global map showing the areas available for travel. In the game, you can engage in agriculture, as well as start a farm with animals to take care of food. In addition, it will come out to earn experience points in order to upgrade the skill tree and get useful improvements. In order to get in touch with all corners of the world, you will have to build a ship. It is important to equip it with weapons to resist the sea monsters and pirates that teem with the opening of the water. To provide defense against monsters, it will be necessary to produce and train soldiers, providing them with unique abilities. That's all. Thanks for watching this far. Image Game Channel was with you. See you soon.